Greetings, friends. Hashem blessed Abraham Avinu, quote, and the fourth generation shall return to the land, for the iniquity of the Amorite shall not yet be full. Does the term fourth generation refer only to the biblical era? Perhaps it is also a hint about the end of the fourth exile, meaning our current world. Maseh Avos, Siman Labanim, what happened to the fathers is a sign for the children. Perhaps the Torah is hinting that the final redemption and ingathering of the exiles will have to wait until the iniquity of our enemies is full in the end of days. The iniquity of the Amorite in our own days seems very close to full. Examine the actions of our enemies in Eretz Yisrael and throughout the world. Entire countries who once claimed to be our friends are shunning and attacking us. The nations of the world are indeed bursting with iniquity. One of our readers pointed out that a full eclipse of the sun is predicted for Rosh Chodesh Nisan, which is next week. This eclipse will be visible over a wide swath of the United States, extending into Canada, two countries whose former friendship toward Israel has turned to bitter recrimination. What does an eclipse portend? The rabbis taught in a brisa, a solar eclipse is a bad omen for non-Jews. Why does this happen? The Gemara gives several reasons, including the following. Quote, the sun is stricken on account of illicit activities and on account of two brothers whose blood was spilled as one. The first reason speaks for itself. The world was destroyed in the Great Flood for precisely this reason. Regarding the second reason, there have been several incidents over the past year in Israel in which two brothers have been killed by our enemies at the same time. I'm personally familiar with a family in which two angelic young brothers were intentionally struck down just before Shabbos. Eicha, the city that was great with people, has become like a widow. She weeps bitterly in the night, and her tear is on her cheek. She has no comforter. All her friends have betrayed her. They become her enemies. There's a tendency to assume that all our problems can be worked out in the context of our present civilization. If we pass this law, or speak to this official, or win this election, things will improve. But what happens if, as within an eclipse, the sun is stricken? What happens if the civilization itself is sick beyond repair? What happens if the world is in the condition described by David HaMelech, who says, quote, when the wicked bloom like grass and all the doers of iniquity blossom, it is to destroy them forever. I would like to point out that redemption occurs only when the host civilization crumbles and we escape. The paradigm, of course, is Mitzrayim. How remarkable! This year the sun will be stricken on the very first day of the month in which Mitzrayim was destroyed, and the children of Israel were liberated from that evil empire. Rabbi Yitzchak taught in the year in which Moshiach will be revealed, all the nations of the world will be in conflict. The king of Persia will quarrel with the king of Arabia, and the king of Persia will destroy the entire world. The nations will be confused and agitated and will be seized with fear and pains like the pangs of birth. This is a quote from Yalkut Shimoni, which I saw in the book of our heritage. The Malbim says that before Moshiach comes, B'nai Yishmael and B'nai Asa will form a world coalition to drive us out of Israel. But following that, these two supercultures will destroy each other. This is what the Malbim calls Milchemes Gog u'Magog, the final war in history. The Chafetz Chaim said there will be 3 wars before Mashiach: the First World War, the Second World War, and the final war. Will we survive? Of course we will survive. However, we must separate our lot from the civilization that is about to destroy itself. We are Am Levadad Yishkon, a nation apart. The prophet reassures us, do not be afraid, my servant Yaakov. The word of Hashem, for I am with you. We have to try to merit salvation. Please, Am Yisrael, let us act like one man with one heart. Maybe then our Father in heaven will have mercy on us and allow us to live in the perfect world, which is just over the horizon. Avinu Malkeinu, our Father, our King, be gracious with us and answer us, though we have no worthy deeds. Treat us with charity and kindness and save us. Good Shabbos.